Hello, true duelists. YGOstrats here, making a cameo in the next Jurassic World movie, which is sure to be all about how Chris Pratt reaches his hand out in front of a dinosaur. Because that's the whole trilogy at this point, isn't it? I'm also dressed for the occasion in my dinosaur sweater, but it's green, and so is that. So this is gonna be really interesting when I edit it. If it looks like shit, I paid money for this sweater. I'm already committed. I'm committed to the bit. It is what it is. Welcome to Why Not Play, a series where I talk about why I play and why maybe you should play various sorts of decks. This week I am talking about dinosaurs. That's right, not dragons. It is completely different. It's dinosaurs. No one can say that I only make videos about dragon decks. This is about dinosaurs. This is another one of those videos that's about a type and not an actual archetype, but this type is way less supported than zombie is, and more meta in current formats, at least in terms of when I'm releasing this video. Dino for me is personally a very nostalgic deck. When I first got two of my friends into this game with me, we went to a local shop in the mall that mostly sold bongs, but did also sell Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And they had 3 decks on sale. Very fitting and appropriate for the number of us that showed up. I got the original Felgrand deck. One of my friends got the first Ancient Gear Structure deck, and the last got the original Dinosaur deck. And they shaped our earliest decks and playstyles. I personally remember getting run the fuck over by super ancient dino beasts that my friend had bought online, and I just could not keep up with the deck. I was just getting run over by that stupid card, and it's hilarious to think of how bad it is in the era in which we were playing, let alone today, but I won't lie, I couldn't beat it. And Dinosaur has stayed consistent in that regard even to this day. The modern Dinosaur deck is defined by the updated version of that same Dinosaur deck my friend bought back in 2009. The Dino Smashers Fury structure deck from 2017. Dinosaur went from being a joke of a type to having a genuine strategy, only instead of super ancient dino beast, they could now use actual good cards. Oviraptor is an insane card for the deck. It is both a starter and an extender, all put into one single card. Able to add or foolish a dinosaur monster from your deck for whatever your situation needs, and cycle baby dinosaurs to revive and destroy them so that you can make some powerful end boards. It is a mandatory 3 of in just about any dinosaur deck, and can even search out a kaiju for even more board breaking potential in a deck that's already great at breaking boards. Misk is Ovi's partner in crime, being a pain in the ass card and one of the few cards in the game that can freely mine salt from me without any amount of effort. Able to be discarded to make your dinosaurs immune from other activated effects for the phase, essentially making you hand trap proof, even against the meteor hand trap. That's what took out the dinosaurs in real life. What do you mean they're unaffected by it? Nibiru should work on them, just on principle. Still upsets me to this day. And as if that's not enough, it can also banish itself and any number of dinos from the graveyard to summon a dinosaur from the deck with the same level as the number of cards banished, enabling for a free Oviraptor if needed, or even just level 1 dinosaurs by banishing only itself. The 2 level 1s are either Jurak Aeolo for synchro summons or Hulk plays, or much more commonly these days is Animadorned Archosaur, who can pop a dinosaur other than itself, baby dinosaurs, to search out a spell to cheat out the deck's new boss monster. It helps to make this deck even more consistent, and the boss that it'll most often cheat out, if not searched off of Oviraptor, is Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, who also happened to be this week's single card discussion topic. Wow! It's almost like I planned that one out. Oh, good job, me, thinking ahead. UCT is a boss of boss monsters. It can inflict huge damage all by itself, end turn with a well-timed Book of Eclipse for the opponent to have to deal with, and accessing it in this deck is all but guaranteed. Actually, because if Misk resolves, everything else will be too. It sounds good when I say it out loud. But what about all these baby dinosaurs I keep mentioning? Baby Ceratosaurus and Petite Pterodon have near identical effects. When they're destroyed by card effect, they can summon either a level 4 or lower dino off Baby Ceratosaurus, or a level 4 or higher dinosaur that also can't attack this turn from Petit Pterodon. These two make it so that you have access to any dinosaur in your deck at just about any time, enabling a plethora of plays and end boards, especially when looped with Baby Raptor. Especially when looped with Oviraptor. Destroying a baby to summon back another baby from graveyard, so the first baby summons the dinosaur from deck, and then destroying the second baby off of, say, an Animadorned Archosaur or UCT or whatever you'd like to get even more advantage. Other dinosaurs worth mentioning include Pankratops, a quick effect pop of any card summonable off of the double evolution pill, the spell card Animadorned Archosaur searches, Giant Rex that will summon itself when banished to make for easy board building, the previously mentioned searchable Kaiju, Overtex if you like spell and trap negation on your end boards, which again is another card that could be cheated out by the pill, and Scrap Raptor will make it so you can play a small scrap engine for even stronger end boards. Dinosaurs also have access to one of the strongest Rhoda equivalents in the game, being able to search any dinosaur level 6 or lower. Why not? The double evolution pill I've mentioned. The double evolution pill I've talked about can summon any level 7 or higher dinosaur from the deck by banishing one dino and one non-dino from your graveyard, which is incredibly easy to do because there's plenty of level 1s or just hand traps that exist. And then there's Lost World, the dinosaur field spell. Not only does it summon a dinosaur token to the opponent's field as Chain Link 2 the first time you summon a dinosaur, effectively chain blocking your Oviraptor searches or any other plays you'd like to get started with, but it also makes the opponent unable to target cards on the field except for the token, while that token is on the field. And just for that little bit more, if the token would be destroyed, you can destroy a dinosaur from your deck instead. That is right, folks, more ways to blow up baby dinosaurs. Whew! This deck single-handedly does what the characters of Jurassic World franchise never could do. Militarize the dinosaurs. Turns out all it takes is infanticide. Okay, that's probably not going to get them a PG rating though, so I guess that's why they didn't do it. But that was the key. Spoilers. The only other card worth mentioning really is Survival's End. It lets you destroy as many normal monsters as possible on the field and then summon that many level 4 or lower dinos from the deck. This works with the field spell tokens, but note if you use the field spell effect to protect those tokens, you won't get summons off of Survival's End. It does have to destroy the cards for it to resolve. And also it can banish from the grave to destroy one dino on your field and one card the opponent controls. Oh baby dinosaurs! You saw it coming, man. It's not the first time I did it this video. And that's the core of the deck. So why play it? As with most decks I mention, it is cheap. But this time, in terms of both the cost to buy and the plays it makes, Misk is a stupid card, and there is a reason that it's gotten limited. Twice. The deck is also pretty damn versatile. It is great at breaking boards if you can get to Misk, and with 3 OV, 3 Fossil Dig, and the 1 copy of Misk you have, it's not that hard to do. It makes your play safe from disruption by the opponent, and once UCT hits the field, it's really only a matter of time before it gets to the battle phase, and most cards have less than 3,500 attack, and it attacks everything. But it's also good at going first as well. Dinosaurs have access to the Evolzar cards, Dolka and Logia, who can negate monster effects, or is essentially Solemn Judgment on legs. They also have easy access to the entirety of the rank 4 toolbox, so Abyss Dweller and Tornado Dragons are great cards, and making Appaloosa is hardly a challenge with the spamming of monsters that the deck can have, especially when considering the resummoning and abuse of a Giant Rex. There are also a small number of variants to the deck. It can be played with a more heavy scrap engine, or even a True King variant. Lithosygem and 2 babies is very rare to get off, but when you do, it's almost impossible to lose. Unless they have Lancia. This deck loses so damn hard to Artifact Lancia, it's comical. Droll also sucks very much to go against as well, and anytime Dino pops up in the meta, you can expect those 2 cards to start showing up in side decks. But it is a solid, versatile, and reliable deck. I've got a lot of fond memories with it, from my friend's first Dinosaur deck back in the day to my build of the Dinosaur deck in 2017 that my friends hated so much they just refused to play against it. They would not let me play it because they felt that the boards they put up were too boring to be played against. So I played something else instead, and then my buddy played a Synchron deck which turboed out Blazar and Herald boards and shut me off completely. The fuck was that about, Jake? How are you going to say I'm not going to let you play and then not let me play? It was about sending a message, I suppose. That Misk is a dumb card. And you know what, Jake? You were right. Misk is a very dumb card. There's not much more to say about the deck, except that this is a deck with a representative of sorts in the community. The Don Juan. The ultimate Dino Chad. So if nothing else, you'll always have someone to check on to see how the deck is being played in the current format, and also someone whom we should all aspire to be more like. You're a damn beauty, Juan. Not much more else needs to be said. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed. And as you can tell, I am not a true dinosaur player, because I am still able to fit through doors. I am sorry, Don Juan. I failed you. As always, subscribe to YGO Strats, so you too can become a true duelist. I don't... Do I blend in? This was a really bad idea. I did not think about the fact that this is green at all. At all.
Have you read Misk?